Look at your desk. How many tabs are open in your browser right now? 20? 30? Are you listening to a podcast while answering an email and keeping an eye on chat notifications? You probably call this multitasking. You probably feel incredibly busy, incredibly productive. Society has sold us this image as the peak of modern efficiency, the brilliant professional, effortlessly juggling a dozen tasks at once. But what if I told you this image is a lie? What if that feeling of being productive is just the sensation of your own mind fragmenting under pressure? The truth is, multitasking, as we know it, doesn't exist. It's a neurological impossibility. The habit you believe is your greatest professional asset is, in fact, a silent weapon of cognitive self-sabotage. In this video, we will dismantle the great myth of multitasking. We'll reveal what is actually happening inside your brain when you try to do everything at once. And we'll show you how this productive habit is systematically annihilating your intelligence, your creativity, and your ability to do meaningful work. Think of the great creators and thinkers of the past: a scientist in their lab, an author at their typewriter, a craftsman at their workbench. What do they have in common? A singular, almost sacred focus. They practiced what we now call deep work. The world was shut out, distractions were eliminated, and their entire cognitive capacity was directed at a single important task. This wasn't about laziness, it was about respect. Respect for the complexity of the task, and respect for the power of the human brain when it's allowed to concentrate. In this state of monotasking, the brain enters a state of flow. Time seems to melt away, creative connections are formed, and the quality of work produced is exponentially higher. This deep effort wasn't seen as a luxury. It was understood to be the only way to produce work of real value. They knew a fundamental truth that we have forgotten. A mind divided cannot conquer. It can only skirmish, producing a flurry of shallow, mediocre results. Here is the lie your brain has been taught to believe: that you can do two complex things at once. Here is the neurological truth, and it is devastatingly inefficient. Mechanism number 1, the cognitive cost. Every time you switch from one task to another, from a report to an email, your brain must disengage and reload. It disengages from the first set of rules and loads up a new one. This process is not instant, and it's not free. It comes with a cognitive cost. Studies have shown that even a brief interruption can increase your error rate by up to 50%. Heavy multitasking can temporarily lower your functional IQ by as much as 10 to 15 points. You are literally making yourself dumber in your attempt to be more efficient. Mechanism number 2, the attention residue. This is called attention residue. Your brain is still thinking about that email while you're trying to focus on the report. This residue clogs your working memory. It makes it harder to think clearly, solve problems, and generate creative insights. You're never fully present in what you're doing because a piece of your mind is always left behind. Mechanism number 3, training for distraction. The more you multitask, the better you get it. Multitasking. This sounds good, but it's a trap. You are training your brain to crave distraction and to be intolerant of deep focus. You are actively building neural pathways for impatience and superficiality. A Stanford study found that heavy multitaskers were actually worse at filtering out irrelevant information. They were also worse at switching tasks efficiently than people who preferred to do one thing at a time. You are practicing a skill that makes you worse at everything that matters. The illusion of productivity is just a frantic, stressful, and error-prone dance that leaves you exhausted. You have been sold a myth that has led to burnout, anxiety, and mediocre work. It's time to reject it. It's time to reclaim your focus. Embrace the quiet power of doing one thing at a time. This is not about doing less. It's about achieving more with less stress and greater clarity. This is your Monotasking Manifesto. First, design a distraction-free cockpit. Your workspace is the cockpit for your mind. Before you begin an important task, prepare it for deep work. Close all irrelevant tabs. Put your phone in another room or turn it off. Silence your notifications. This isn't extreme, it's professional. You are creating the conditions for excellence. Second, work in focused sprints. Your brain works best in sprints, not marathons. Set a timer for 25 minutes. For those 25 minutes, you have only one job: to work on your chosen task. No emails, no interruptions. When the timer rings, take a mandatory 5-minute break. This technique trains your brain to associate the timer with intense, unbreakable focus. Third, block your time. Don't work from a simple to-do list, work from a calendar. Block out specific chunks of time for specific tasks. 9 to 10 a.m., write proposal. 10 to 10:30 a.m., check and respond to emails. This turns your day from a reactive mess into a proactive plan. You are telling your time where to go, instead of wondering where it went. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by the constant demand to do everything at once, share this video. It's a message that can free people from the cult of busy. True productivity isn't about how many things you can juggle. It's about how deeply you can focus on the one thing that truly matters right now. Stop switching. Start focusing. Think, resist, rebuild.